Hi everyone, it's Millie Jane here today with you on the Real You podcast. So, first of all, I would really love it if you would subscribe on Spotify to my podcast so that you get notified when the next episode is out. And I'm aiming to have one episode out a week, give or take when I take holidays or go traveling and, all the other life things that might hop into the way of everything, but that's my aim. So we'll see how we go. Excuse me. Today, we are going to talk about the energetic blocks keeping you stuck on the same income level. Now, hands up, who's been there and who's been stuck at a certain level? Yep, I know we all have. And there's nothing to be ashamed about with that. It is one of those things that happens. And on an energetic level, we all have a set point that we feel safe in earning. And I'm going to talk about ways that we can overcome that. So first of all, I'd like to share a personal story about hitting an income plateau, about hitting that glass ceiling with the income that I was earning and what I wanted to earn. Now, I felt really stuck despite the fact that I was actually working really hard. I had paid a lot of money and hired a coach, and I was following everything to the T. I was doing all of the work and putting all the strategy and everything in place, but I was still stuck. I managed to get up to 3K months, which lasted about 4 or 5 months. But I just was so stuck and couldn't go any higher. And my next income level goal was to have 5K months. And no matter what I tried, I could not move myself past 3K months. And the coach that I had thought that they knew how to get me past that, but was very much more business strategy side, whereas what I actually needed was the energetic side of the sales and marketing process. And I wasn't getting that, unfortunately, with that particular coach. But I took it upon myself to go to my kinesiologist and explain to them where I was at and where I was stuck, all the things I was trying to do and everything like that. And so she tested up into my central nervous system. And what showed up was something from when I was age 10, and I was at the local fish and chip shop, and I had found some money on the ground. Now, I asked around and no one said that they owned it, so I got to keep it. And I had my little sister and brother with me, who were twins. And I remember walking home and they were like, "Oh, I've got to tell mum, I'm going to tell mum that you found money." And I was like, all right, fair enough, but, finders keepers. And I did the right thing and tried to find the owner. And then when I got home, I was made to share, and I think it was $30. So I was made to share that money between the three of us. And when I look back, where I was stuck at my 3K level was where I felt safe that that money was mine, I earned it, and I could do what I liked with it. But as soon as I started thinking about 5K months, my brain went into scared mode. It went into scarcity mindset. It went into, oh my God, you're going to have to share your money if you earn lots of money. And what showed up in the kinesiology session was going back to age 10 and that particular situation that I had buried deep inside of me about having to share my money. Whenever I make money or find money or have money, I always have to share it with everyone else, even though they've done nothing to deserve having that money. Now, it was, like a really enlightening moment for me because I remember that memory vividly. And I remember how it made me feel. Like, I was disappointed. I felt hard done by. I felt like, give me money and it's taken away from me very quickly. There was quite a few emotions going through there. And so my kinesiologist worked with me, I acknowledged it, thanked it for its lesson, and we released it. And then she helped me bring in confidence around feeling safe having money and knowing that it's my choice if I want to share it with other people around me, and that I'm not going to be hard done by having more money. So that's just a simple, quick personal story about, where that particular money memory came from. So I've got a question for you. Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, you just can't seem to break past a certain income level? Have you ever been stuck at a certain income level like I was at 3K? Let me know down in the comments. So, as I said, today we're talking about being stuck on the same income level. So there's something called an invisible glass ceiling. And we're going to talk about what's really holding you back from breaking through that glass ceiling and achieving, that money goal that you actually want to realize. So I'm going to talk to you about the upper limit problem, which comes from a book called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. You may have heard of it. So the upper limit problem, it's a concept from Gay Hendricks' book, The Big Leap, and it helps to explain why people unconsciously sabotage themselves when they actually reach the higher levels of success, higher levels of happiness, and especially when they reach that higher level of wealth. So Gay Hendricks suggests that we've all got like an internal thermostat, and I call it a set point. So it's like an internal thermostat, a set point for how much success, how much love, how much money that we actually believe that we deserve. And the issue is when we start to exceed that at our comfort zone, where our internal thermostat is set at, whether we're going to be earning more in our business or we might meet the love of our life and experience that real deep love, feeling lots of joy because we bought a new house, our subconscious will pull us back down to what they think feels like a normal level. And it's the normal level that it thinks is the safe level. So this actually shows up like as self-sabotage, so procrastination. You can become suddenly ill. You can create unnecessary drama in your life. You can be really held back. And the root cause of it is that deep-seated fear and the limiting beliefs that you've picked up and held on to from childhood. So things like, I'm not good enough to be successful. And if I make too much money, people are not going to like me. And I don't deserve to have it easy. Who resonates with that one? Like, we always want to make everything as hard as possible to achieve. Why can't we have ease and flow and be confident in having everything we want and for it to be easy to achieve? Why not? So to break through the upper limit problem, we need to actually identify our self-imposed ceilings, our self-imposed set points. We need to rewire the subconscious beliefs, and we also need to expand our ability to receive success without having any guilt or fear involved. So this actually means getting really comfortable with abundance, rewriting all the old stories, and learning to sustain those higher levels of joy and prosperity without sabotaging it. So I want to talk about some signs that you're hitting your upper limits. So when you make more money and then you have all these unexpected expenses pop up. I bet that's happened because we've all done it. And you can start self-sabotaging and leading to procrastination. You start to doubt the offers that you're putting out, and then you start undercharging and you're dropping your prices. And it's when you feel uncomfortable, if business is too easy or success really starts to flow in. And then also when you make more money, you quite often will get sick and then you can't continue making more money. Excuse me. So where do these income blocks come from? It's a really good question to ask, isn't it? So as children, we receive messages about money. So you might have heard parents or a caregiver, teacher, someone say money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, you have to work really hard for your money. We can't afford that. So there are family beliefs. Ask yourself, did your parents struggle financially? And were they really resentful of wealthy people? Did you hear those sorts of statements when you were a child? So what were your past experiences with money? And if you did have a financial setback, did you feel your nervous system sort of shut down or make you go within yourself? Did you start thinking in a scarce mindset? It's because your nervous system probably associated that success with really high risk. And then we look at your identity. And if you've never ever been a 5-figure month earner, your subconscious is probably going to resist this new level because it doesn't feel safe. So what are the energetic patterns that keep you stuck? So as I said to you, we have energetic set points. So they're like a thermostat, and your mind and body are so used to having a certain financial range, a certain amount of money coming in, and it feels safe down here. You can also have a fear of outgrowing people. So you might be worried that success is going to distance you from your friends, your family, or even your clients and make you inaccessible to them. You could have subconscious guilt, and you might feel really guilty about making too much money, especially, in this day and age where we have a real, daily cost of living struggles going on and other people are struggling. And you might feel really guilty because why should I be making all this money? How can things be so easy for me when other people are struggling? You also may have receiving blocks. So you might have a block saying, can you really receive money without feeling like you need to earn it through total exhaustion and burnout? So how do we actually break through the upper limit? And how do we raise our energetic vibration to the ceiling that we want to break through and go through it and actually go higher and higher and reach more and more? So we can do this by rewriting our money story. So let's have a look about how to identify old beliefs and reframe them. So if you're looking at a statement you might have heard as a child, I have to work hard for my money. How could we reframe that? We could look at it and say, money flows to me with ease. How much more positive energy and vibration does that statement have to, I have to work hard for my money? Money flows to me with ease. So if you've got a pen and paper handy, or at the end of this video, grab a journal or a piece of paper and pen, I want you to write down this sentence. What did I hear about money when I was growing up? And then I want you to do what I call a brain dump. And I want you to think about that question. What did I hear about money growing up? And I want you to just free write everything that pops into your head, all the statements you heard, money's, doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford it, all of those things. Just let everything come out that you think about, that you heard when you were growing up about money. And then once you've done that, I want you to think about when you're in your business and write down a question, how is it still affecting me? And then again, do another brain dump. If you're really struggling to think of everything, or you feel fear while you're trying to do it, I want you to grab the flats of your four fingers and put them on your forehead above your eyebrows. And I want you to think about that question. And I want you to take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And what that will do is it will take the stress out of asking yourself that question and being able to actually get everything out of your brain. It'll relax your brain enough. It'll draw all the blood to the front brain, which is your conscious brain, where you're holding the points on your forehead. Your now thinking brain, and it'll give you a bit more clarity and focus, and it will relax the fear and stress that's in the system and allow you to really bring out and brain dump everything that's telling you how it's affecting you now. Now, I also want to talk about expanding your comfort zone, because we all love to stay inside our comfort zone, inside that box. I want you to visualize yourself at the higher income level that you want to receive, that you want to earn. And I want you to notice how it feels. Does it feel really tight in your chest? Does it give you sort of nausea or butterflies in your stomach? Do you feel a niggling pain somewhere? Do you feel something constricting in your throat? There's many ways that people feel, and there's no right or wrong about how you feel. And I want you to really feel into that. And then you can also put the flats of your four fingers on your forehead again and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep visualizing yourself at that higher income level. Feel yourself relaxing into it, enjoying earning that money with ease and flow. And start normalizing those bigger numbers. So if you're a four-figure earner now and you want to earn 5 figures, let's work at 5 figures. Don't jump straight to $1 million. Don't jump straight to 6 figures. Go to the next level where you feel the safest at the moment. If you jump too far ahead, your whole system is just going to shut down and you're probably going to run in the other direction, because it's too big a jump for you to go past that set point. It's sort of like, not baby steps, but taking a step forward rather than 3 backwards. So by starting to normalize your bigger numbers, I want you to look at that dream income every single day. Write it on a piece of paper and stick it on the back of the toilet door, because you're guaranteed, if your bladder's like mine, you're going to go and see it quite a few times a day. I want you to make your bigger number into a password, put it on your phone to pop up a few times during the day. So every time it sort of dings, you can have a look at it and go, that's my income, that's where I'm going to be earning that money. You can put a sticker on your debit card with that particular figure on it. So every time you pull out your debit card, you're like, yes, I'm a 5-figure earner, I'm a 6-figure earner, whatever it is. The more that you feel comfortable in that energy, the more your brain is going to relax into it and feel comfortable as well. So I use kinesiology, which are energetic practices, to release money fears. to shift stored financial trauma, and to rewire your nervous system so that you can feel safe at that next level of money that you desire to earn in your business. And I want you to be able to stay in that energy of expansion. So I want you to start becoming really self-aware and recognize your upper limit freakouts. So when you start feeling like, I want to quit because it's not working out, I'm not making the money, I want you to start becoming aware when you start to sabotage yourself as you start to rise and start to earn that money that you're looking for. I want you to realize if you start overworking or if you start undercharging, all of those things are upper limit freakouts. The more self-aware you become, the quicker you can nip it in the bud. I want you to try and keep your energy high. Do some gratitude journaling. Tapping, if you know how to do the tapping, EFT, you can look it up on Google if you're not sure. Keep the energy high. Be joyful, have gratitude. Celebrate any small wins. Doesn't matter how small, celebrate them. And try and stay in that abundant mindset. I want you also to surround yourself with mentors and business buddies who actually make your next level of income feel normal. Because the more people you have around you that know that earning 5 or 6 figures is normal, the more and easier it is for your energy to stay in that. So recapping the key takeaways of today. So your subconscious and energy dictate your income. And you can rewire your set point, your thermostat, and your upper limits. You can break through and you can normalize success. So I invite all of you to reflect on your own income ceilings and do some journaling on today's prompts, because the more that you become comfortable with that next level of income that you're aiming for, the easier it's going to be for you to get there, and the easier that it's going to be for your whole central nervous system to accept it, be comfortable, and feel like it's normal. So if this resonated with you, tell me in the comments below about your income blocks. What came up for you? So thanks for joining me today. I'll see you in the next episode, and don't forget to subscribe and you'll be notified when the next episode is uploaded. Bye for now.